So, let me get this straight. We're now in the flashback, further establishing how Wano is the way it is. And I knew they were going to introduce the character of Orochi, you know, the Shogun, who's the current Shogun of Wano right now, and so the one who I think looks incredibly stupid and not very intimidating at all. I knew they were going to show him off eventually, but I didn't think they'd show him now, which definitely is a big shock to me. At this point, I can see this flashback ending one of two ways. And you can pretty much tell what one is after I say the other. The first is, okay, the Shogun is, Orochi is currently acting like the way he is because, you know, he really is that bad, which, personally, I hope that's the case, because you really don't want individuals like these to be, you know, redeemable in the realm of storytelling. Or option two, he's only doing what he's doing because if he doesn't, Kaido is going to come and murder him. Again, personally, I think it's going to be the former, which, again, in the way of storytelling, would make a lot of sense in terms of getting a more satisfying ending. But again, I could totally be wrong about that. Yeah. And that's not even the only thing that happened yesterday that I found interesting. Good morning, happy Friday, everybody. Well, in terms of things that I find, you know, well, technically, I'm more concerned than interested, but it is something I talk about. Apparently, Rita's is going to be closing in, like, just over a week from now. I'm sad. Yep, November 10th. So, yeah. 10 days from today. We're already in November. We are already in November. We're in the last 16.6% of, like, the year. Or 16.65% of the year. That's how fast this year's gone by. And, yeah. You know, it's sad, too, because there was one time I was at Rita's and they said they're going to be closing the first weekend in December. That November 10th is not the first weekend in December. I'm just saying, oh, yeah. I mean, I get why. You know, really it's starting to get to be that time of year. It is starting to get more cold. People don't really want to have ice or custard, even though I could eat any of that stuff all year round and I'd be perfectly okay with it. And it's just one of those things that naturally has to occur throughout the year. But it's not like it's going to go away forever. I mean, the same thing with the dairy barn that closed a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that actually threw me. That one really threw me off. Because a year ago, the dairy barn didn't close until like mid-November. Which, again, total shock to me. Probably would have been able to go one more time if I could have. So, yeah. So, yes, you know, now we gotta wait until spring, which, you know, can be a good or a bad thing. Not that, I mean, don't get me wrong, winter can be depressing and be on the quiet side, but at the very least, you're gonna have some things to entertain you. I mean, we got the holiday season. Well, actually, I like to say we're in the holiday season now because, you know, the holiday season starts with a holiday. Being Halloween, so, yeah, I'll say we're in the holiday season now. I mean, in terms of shopping days, we all know that, you know, Black Friday is going to be the biggest shopping day of the year. We all know this. In fact, a lot of people, including myself, believe that if you go shopping on Thanksgiving night, when the people who work at those stores should be with their families, you are crazy. But, you know, you can do you, I guess. Let's see. And again, even though Rita's is going to be closing soon, you know, my family has a lot to look forward to. And I'm not just talking about the fact that I myself am going to be an uncle soon. You know, I got, you know, birthdays coming up. Again, family get-togethers and holidays, always a good thing. You know, and while I am not an overall fan of the cold, snowy weather, there are things about that I do like, you know. I do like that color of white that it gives things, you know, it's always very nice. Man. Seriously, I actually slept in this morning and I'm actually more tired now than I am before. I really must be coming down with something. Well, that does remind me at some points that I really gotta get my flu shot. You know, with the fact that I am going to be an uncle soon, you know, I very much would like it so that if my nephews do get sick, it's not going to be because of me. Okay, what else happened yesterday? All right, yesterday's episode of Hot Ones. So, yeah, you know, learning more about Nick Offerman, you know, was great, you know. I learned more about how his character from Parks and Recreation, it was Ron Swanson, you know, has a second life apparently in the form of like memes and reruns of the show. So that's really cool. You know, and Nick Offerman is a bit of a handyman himself. So, you know, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I gotta say overall it was a very good episode. Thoroughly enjoyed it myself. Let's see. Well, enough beating around the bush. How we get talking about last night's game? And okay, yes, I ended up being right about you know, the 49ers beating the Cardinals. You know, 28 to you know, the final score was 28 to 25, which means one of two things. Either it came down to a field goal kick, which, maybe it was a missed field. I mean, again, I didn't watch the game last night, partly because I kind of knew that the 49ers are going to win. I mean, come on, they're the only other team that's undefeated, but the Cardinals really gave them trouble. You know, people are going to be sleeping on, I mean, people who were, like, sleeping on Kyler Murray, they really shouldn't anymore. I mean, a final score of that, you know, closeness, I guess, that's something pretty special. You gotta admit to that. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Seriously, I went to bed, like, around 9:30. I slept until, like, 6. I basically got, like, 9 hours of sleep. Why am I still tired? I don't know. Maybe I should just not fight and get on with my day. In terms of things going on this weekend, not much I can really say. I mean, for the most part, people are done celebrating Halloween. I mean, Halloween was literally last night. I mean, yeah, we do have, you know, tonight, if you really want to celebrate, and tomorrow night maybe, but that's really about it. And I personally can't think of anything that's significant or great that I expect to see, you know, going on. But, you know, anything can happen. What else is there? Well, I suppose I could talk about my thoughts on the upcoming Pokemon Sword and Shield, which, okay, you basically have two mascot covers. They're both lions, and literally Sword and Shield comes from the shape of their manes. Okay, I like that aesthetic. I like how the starters look. You know, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble, I think their names are. So they look really cool. The only thing about Sword and Shield that bothers me is, okay, I'm just saying this right now. Without question, I thought the coolest thing that was ever introduced in the entire series was the concept of Mega Evolution. And it's very evident that they are steering clear away from it, as if they're ashamed of it. Because why else did they stop coming up with, like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Coming up with designs for Pokemon is not easy at all. I get that. I understand that. But come on, man. You were doing so great. Why are you stopping? Again, some of the coolest Pokemon ever do not have a Mega Evolution solely because of writer's block. And it's such a shame, too. Because it's a huge missed opportunity. I mean, Flygon, Milotic, Kingdra, you know, all of them should have Mega Evolutions and they don't. What's up with that? I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Oh, well. Maybe secretly they're coming up with like a giant like influx of them like they did with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That'd be nice, but I doubt it's going to happen that way. No, well. I really don't know what else to think about or say. I mean, tonight, you know, my plans are pretty basic. You know, I'm going to be probably going out, get myself some dinner, and going to bed early. I want to see if I can get off this, like sort of drowsy kick that I'm in. That'd be nice. You know, with my luck, I'm going to be getting a flu shot today, and I'm going to get even worse because of it. I hope that's not the case. I very much would like to be able to not have to worry about that. Of course, with that being said, I think I'll start drinking more and more fluids. I've been sort of on I want to say I'm on an apple cider vinegar kick, but I've only taken it once so far. So, you know, fingers crossed that, you know, maybe that can help things along. You know, taking multivitamins, so that, a couple of supplements, you know, stuff I gotta work on, stay healthy and stuff like that. Because again, we are in that time of year, and you know, the days of warm weather are rapidly coming to a close. And even if it was warm, there was always something to mitigate that, like yesterday. I mean, for those of you guys who don't know, at least in my area, it's been raining like crazy. In fact, a lot of places in my area actually have canceled trick-or-treating because of like 50-mile-an-hour like wind advisories, rain, like downpours. So don't get me wrong, it's awful. And safety in children is definitely a concern I have. So on that regard, you know, I'm okay with it, even if, you know, you are denying children candy. But, on Halloween of all things. But it just goes to show you how very close we are to the very end of the year. I mean, yeah, again, yesterday, like 50-mile-an-hour wind advisories and rain. But actually, it was like 70 degrees. For this time of year, that's pretty dang solid. And I don't think we're going to have a day of that. Here's the thing. We're going to get a day like, you know, the actual weather. But in terms of the temperature, I don't know if we're going to see anything like that before 2019 is over. I mean, I hope we do, and it'd be nice if we did, but I'm not holding out hope. You know, in the end, you know, 2019 is going to end, at least for me, better than 2018 did. Truth be told, 2019 has already been a better year than 2018 because I'm not really doing any of those ridiculous... Oh, my computer shut off on me. There we go. You know, ridiculous, you know, projects that, you know, I had no business doing or working on. So, yeah. all in all, I think it's going to be pretty decent winter. Let's see. I don't know. Might as well just get my day started. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Remember, if you guys want to talk, a channel is going to be here to end the year. Now, always have your back. Take care and make good choices.